So in yesterday's video, I had someone come and find me with this kind of the same team. I changed it up a little bit. I added Gother and the one in the back instead. He had it to where the one was in the front and he had Lilia in the back, Evil Lilia in the back, so that he can get more CP. So I kind of want to see how this team does, especially against a Assault Mode Meliodas team, because with all the debuffs that are going to go on here, I feel like this team can be pretty strong against the all-feared Assault Mode Meliodas at the moment. So basically, if he plays chicken with me and I, don't want to attack him or something, I should be okay. Now, the one teams might be a little bit different story because this could hurt quite a bit. Now, on the bright side, thanks to Kyo, the buffs right here activate my my Easton's passive right off the rip, so that is actually really good. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually going to just straight up attack do I want to attack the one or the Liz? I'm gonna attack Liz, see if I can kind of get the res off. I feel like getting this res off right off the rip or getting really close to the res off right off the rip would be fantastic. And I also get to stop him from getting ult cage, which is even better. Okay, that is perfect, absolutely perfect, what I wanted. Now, the only person that doesn't have HP defense gear right here is actually my East. Ooh, I can have a lot of good cards in my hand right now. I am not too afraid. I'm a little afraid, actually. If he targets my Kyo, I could be in trouble. So I don't know who's going to target my Gother. Actually, him taking out Gother would be bad, too. God, the one is just an insane unit. The one is just an insane unit, guys. Countering him is the hardest thing. Like, he's probably the first thing you want to take out all the time, but the only problem with taking out the one right away is that, I mean, most of the time people are just running a Liz anyways. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually going to AoE, and then I'm going to target, because I'm hoping that gets rid of the Liz res, right? Yes, it did. Okay, cool. So Liz res, and then the more debuffs he has, obviously the more damage he's gonna do. So I feel like that was actually the best thing I could have done. That Liz res really cucks you. So having Elizabeth in the front is such a pain to deal with. That is literally the biggest thing. Now, on the bright side, I don't think he has any more than one cards, but he probably will put up a shield this time around, which isn't the biggest deal, because I can probably get rid of it. I can make this a level 3 if I want, and then I can AoE, or he can just stun my Kyo and ruin my entire plan. So let's see what I can do. And she put a shield up. Of course he did. Of course he put a shield up. My entire hand is Kyo, and he has an ult. So I'm in a bit of trouble here. No, because he's just gonna regain all of his HP now. And the one only has these debuffs for one more turn because he, as you guys know, can basically. So what I can do here is build up a second ult. And what is the level of your Liz? 1. Actually, not that afraid then. If it's only level 1, it's not the biggest issue. So I'm not going to use this. I'm actually just going to move it because it'd be a waste. I'm not breaking through that shield with that. I really am not. So I'm just going to move the card. And now I have 2 ults. He has 1, but he also has the 1 over there. Who alone, honestly, the 1 alone is an ult. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But my hope here is to run into a Assault Mode Meliodas after this match, hopefully, and it's not too terribly difficult to do that because I know most people are running them at the moment. Either that or the one teams. It's very rare to run into anything else. I feel like Pen Team is up in here somewhere at some point, but I guess we'll find out. And he's using a shield. No, you're stunning again. You're really afraid of Kyo. That's insane to me. I don't know who we should be more afraid of because, alright, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna risk this a little bit because I don't think that will kill. But what it will do, I think I can kill this Elizabeth. I actually think I can. So if my ult doesn't kill, it's only 30% damage back, so it's not the worst thing in the world. From everyone though, granted, so it's gonna hurt a little bit. It's gonna hurt a little bit. It's gonna hurt a little bit. Yeah, that hurt a little bit. But this should take her out, especially with all those debuffs in her hand. Yes, okay. And now this, as long as she targets Gother, no! I was gonna say if it targeted Gother, we would have been smoothing. We would have been smoothing, but it is what it is. We gotta take these L's every now and then. Now, if he attack seals me, that will be an issue. But I still have my ult, and he can also just pop off on Kyo. Okay, my Kyo's dead. There's no way he's surviving this if he used multiple to 1 cards. Yeah. That is the big issue there. It's like the 1 will just wipe. But I haven't gotten any of the 1 cards myself. So now he has ult though. And that alone is a little bit spooky. So let me see what I can do here. My Easton's not going to do too much for me anymore, because I can only get debuffs off with, you know. Oh, and he still has that dumb shield up too. I think I lose the first match, unfortunately. It was a good match though, and the team did pretty well. It's just this Escanor, dude. If it wasn't for that Liz right off the rip, I think I could have won this easily, because I would have easily have taken someone out within the first 2 turns. But the one is just that's something to be feared. It really is. Alright, after I literally, joke you not, 40 minutes of PvP, I finally run into the team I've been running into this entire time. Oh my god, that was actually insane how long this took me. So, like I mentioned before, I can basically, if he wants to play a game of chicken and not really, and I don't really want to attack him, it's just going to cost him in the end, because now I can stop him from getting ult, and then my ignites are just going to keep stacking up, and it's just not going to be a fun time for him, because either Easton or Kyo could do a lot of damage to him here. So if he decides that he wants to set up a I've been playing it for so much now I can't remember what it's called, because I was getting a little bit annoyed about not running into this team. So if he sets up a taunt like he is right now, my Easton can basically kind of annihilate him almost and do a good chunk of damage. Not gonna lie. Plus the resistance I'm gonna be gaining from him, it's just not all that much fun for him. So what I'm gonna actually do here is pop off with the Easton, as I mentioned, and then I'm gonna hope that that takes him out, and Kyo kind of, actually, you know what, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a level 3, and then I'm going to make sure he can't ult for the turn afterwards. So yeah, we'll do this. We'll do that. I'm basically doing the same thing still, because that was a little scary. Okay, so 140 with him being buffed with all those debuffs, and then 46k on a level 1, which is really good damage actually. Like, that's insanely good damage. Basically, if I can get this level 3 off with Kyo right now, I can potentially take him out. That's all I'm saying here. And I can also set up another level 3. I can make sure that he can't attack. I can attack seal him for 2 turns. Like, there's a lot I can do here and kind of stop him from doing anything. Obviously, now he wants to go on the offense, because now he's obviously, I would be too. I'd be a little bit scared, like, okay, he can definitely take me out right here. So I'm debating on whether or not, yeah, see? So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to just attack seal him for 2 turns so he can't attack me, and then I can just pop off all I want. So let's do this. Let's do that, and then I have the seal for another turn, but I'm going to move Easton so that way I can get my ult. I can't get my ult because I forgot about Derriere. But I can tag him for 2 turns, and he literally cannot do anything for 2 turns to me now. He can stand there, he can't gain ult, he literally cannot do anything now. Except set up a taunt, I guess. Or, no, that actually petrifies me, I forgot about that. He has the petrification withdrawal. But honestly, it's not a big deal if he petrifies my go through, because in reality, what I'm trying to stock up on here is my ignites. So that way I can just pop off right here. So now I'm going to do this. He is no longer debuffed, so I'm going to add the debuff on there, and he's still sealed for the next turn, so I'm just going to AoE everyone. That's all I'm going to do. Because I don't want him taking advantage of the fact that he can get ult gauge. So do that, and then, you know, it's okay. I always forget the Kyo cards, and don't judge me for it, okay? Don't judge me for the Kyo cards. I always forget which Kyo card is AoE and which one is the single target, and I always mess up. I should just start remembering, like, you're dumb, Ed. It's okay. So now, as you can see, I've lost. He has a good bit of resistance. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pop off an AoE. Actually, no. What I'm going to do here is actually do this. I'm not afraid of him having attack seal, so I'm just going to attack with Easton, and then I'm going to attack with Kyo. So this should potentially wipe his entire team, basically, if I'm right. So this might even take out Droll right here before Kyo can even step in. Close. I actually took out the assault mode, which is kind of funny, but this should take out the Derriere and the Droll. Easy. Like, this team counters this team so well, it's actually insane. So let's see if I can run into another 2 or 3 of them. So after finally not running into any more of these assault mode Meliodas teams, I actually just asked Speedy to help me out and join in and just make the team himself, so that way I can keep testing out the team. Now I do think he's gonna beat me in CP here, which is kind of a little bit of a downfall, because I feel like this team has to go first in order to really just kind of outshine the assault mode Meliodas team. But regardless, I think I might be able to pull this off, unless he immediately gets an ult off like that. That's kind of why you have to go first for this assault mode team, just because if he gets that ult off right off the bat, it can really harm you. So let's do... I don't really want him getting any more ults, but I am very afraid of this Meliodas. Now, I'm not going to attack him because I don't want him to lower my defense in any sort of way. And I just don't want to be screwed over, basically, here. So if I can get this attack seal off and no one dies, I feel like I could potentially be okay, but he will have full attack. So me not attack sealing him right off the bat probably wasn't the best thing. Granted, his Astarosa could still attack. So okay, so what he's gonna do is hold off on attacking, which is smart on him. Again, doing this helps me out more just because I get more of these ignites off, and then I can also do this. But on the downside is that I now have to worry about him trying to build up ult. So I can get an ult here with Kyo, or I can attack seal him, but that means that I'm going to have my attack lowered, or my defense lowered, but then he can't attack afterwards, besides with Astarosa. So I think I am actually going to seal him here, and I might regret it, because this could potentially hurt a lot more than I want it to, but we'll find out, because the Astarosa can still pop off on me. But let's see. This is going up against an actual good player to see how well this team can counter this team. And I feel like it does a good job. It's just he immediately just popped off with his Meliodas to get this ult, and it's what scares me a little bit. And he does have a seal card as well, which also kind of sucks, but let's see. Okay, so I was able to survive that. He can't really attack with the melee anymore, but he can attack with Droll to seal me off, which is smart. He wants to make sure I can't do anything else. But what I can do here is try and potentially kill the Meliodas here. I know his Meliodas is a tanky one. Oh yeah, 300, never mind. I don't think I can kill him here actually. But I could potentially take out the Droll, which is not a bad... Okay, also has about 200, but I think I'd rather risk it on the melee. So let's try. Let's see what happens. I'm going to do my best to try and take out the Meliodas right now. That just isn't happening. Yeah. He's just a tanky. Speedy's Meliodas is just tanky, which is bad for me. Very bad for me. I was able to give him half health with just that, but he still can't attack me besides with Astarosa, which is good. I have another attack seal which can protect me, and he can petrify with Droll here, but he's gonna have to choose between Gother and Kyo. Now Speedy's not dumb. He knows probably to petrify the Gother because I can just attack seal him if that's what he's gonna do. Okay, so he's just gonna make it to where... Smart. Very, very smart. So, him getting rid of Easton is kind of a big L for me. But let me see what I can pull out here. He has 2 ults, which is just as bad. We're gonna do this, and... Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna ult with Kyo. What I'm gonna do is... I have to ult with Kyo in order for this to work. Or I could attack him for 2 turns, just like this. Okay, yeah, we'll do this, actually. Keep messing this up. Let's do this, and attack seal. So that way he still can't attack me. And besides with Astarosa, obviously. Astarosa is going to be the only one he can 100% attack with. But this saves me from an ult. I get to attack seal him again for 2 turns. And the only thing he can do is petrify, which will be a problem if he petrifies my Gother, and or set up a counter. So I'm hoping that neither one of those are... If it's a counter, actually, the better, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I am okay with that. And smart to try and get rid of him, which is possible if he attacks him one more time. Okay, so that just gives me more 1 cards, and I get the level 3 attack seal, which is really good for me here. But let me see what I can pull out of my butt. Let's just do this. Attack seal him for 2 turns, which is actually really good for me. And I can literally just kind of play off not attacking his Astarosa next turn, which is fantastic. That's what he's going to do. He's going to use his ult, which is good. So this is really, really good, actually. Like I said, like this team, even once Easton dies, Kyo, I feel like is more of an important card to have. But, you know, it is what it is. So let me just actually move some Escanor cards, trying to build up his ult. He's still attack sealed for another turn, so I'm fine. He does have his Droll ult still, which is scary because his Droll could probably potentially take out my Gother here, which will suck in the long run, but I feel like my Escanor can potentially make a semi-comeback. But regardless, this team, it puts up a fight against this Assault Mode Meliodas team, which everyone is afraid of. Like, the game of chicken that everyone plays, is a big thing here. Now, Speedy is gonna win this one. Unfortunately for me, fortunately for me, also my Escanor took the big hit there and didn't get petrified. I get my ult, but I don't see me winning this one. I feel like his Astros is potentially about to. Oh no, okay. I need to start trusting my units a little bit more. I really thought I was just gonna lose that one there. And with Merlin in the back, I don't have to worry about his commandment really activating. So he has to petrify me here and or just pop off. Which, I mean, is potentially. He has that type advantage with the Meliodas, which can hurt me a lot. I have a good amount of buffs on. And is he gonna petrify? No. Was that level 2? How insane is that? Alright. I'm dead, dude. That sucks. That really does suck for me there. But, you know, it is what it is. Again, I'm not gonna keep bothering with trying to find people in PvP. So it is what it is. As you guys can see, the team puts up a really good fight against the Assault Mode Meliodas team. If he didn't have that petrification there, my ult would have definitely have taken out his Meliodas, and then I would have just been able to take out the Droll. But, you know, that's just card RNG. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's probably a shorter one because I cut out a lot of fights that were not Assault Mode Meliodas. That's what I wanted to show. I think there's only the one team basically in the beginning that did beat me, and I ended up obviously losing here. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye.
パーフェクトキューブ。私の実験に貢献したくないか？暴食の罪、ボアシン・マーリンだ。よろしく頼む。ロケーション、研究の標本がまた増えたな。素晴らしい。最初からお前らに勝ち目などなかった。